Hi, I'm Evan. Thank you for visiting the Only Empty Hands channel. This is a space where you can learn to be healthy, well, and safe. And we do that by teaching you martial arts, yoga, and personal fitness. So 2 things to do. One of them, subscribe to the channel because there's tons of information on here to help you. The other one is there's a video that explains how to use the channel, and there's a link to it below in the description section. Also, it'll pop up on the screen when we're done with this training today. So I'm very excited that we're doing yoga for martial artists. I have Crystal here to help me out, and she's going to take over and explain what's going on.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. I'm really excited to show you guys some things that I've created, a warm-up today for you to do your martial arts. So it's only a couple minutes long, and as we move through the poses and the moves, if anything hurts or doesn't feel right, skip it or take one of the modifications that I offer.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. If you're using a yoga mat, step to the top of your mat, bring both feet together, bring your hands at heart center, and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Relax your shoulders and strengthen through your core. Press both feet into the mat evenly. Notice the length of your breath. And begin to make your inhales and exhales even. Focusing your breath and your concentration. We're going to try and connect your breath with each movement. So on your next inhale, reach up. Lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, fold forward and down. Gaze at your belly. Bend the knees as much as needed here. On your next inhale, look forward, lengthening the spine. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Drop your hips, engage your core, and press both thumbs towards each other. Gaze straight down at the mat. On your next exhale, bend your elbows halfway, lower and hold. Untuck your toes, inhale, press your arms towards straight, gaze up. And exhale, use your core to lift the hips up and back, down dog. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Trying to push your heels towards the mat. Bend the knees as much as needed here as well. And make sure all 10 fingers are spread out, evening the weight in your palms and pressing down underneath your first finger. Nice. If your heels are far away from the mat here, it's okay to bend your knees deeply and just continue to strengthen and lengthen through your spine. Nice. Look back up at your thumbs and walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold gaze at the belly. And inhale, come back up with a lengthened spine. Reach up. And exhale, thumbs back into heart center. That was Sun Salutation A. We're going to do it one more time a little quicker. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold gaze at the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to high plank. Lower halfway, hold. Inhale, rise to up dog. And exhale, back to down dog. Hold for 3 breaths. There's a few things I want you to notice here, and that's we're trying to make this angle from the crown of the head through the shoulder blades and out through the hips, nice and lengthened and flat. So Evan could actually bend his knees a little bit more here and begin lifting his hips up towards the sky, gazing at the belly, pushing more weight into the feet. And that looks really nice. So go ahead and gaze at your fingertips. Step, or maybe this time jump back up to your hands. Forward fold, and lift back to standing. Exhale, hands back into heart center. Sun Salutation B is going to start with chair pose. So sit down, warming up the legs, and reach the fingertips back towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulders away from the ears and strengthen through your core. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, or maybe this time try jumping back to high plank, then low plank. Swim forward and up to up dog, and then back to down dog, going through your knees if you need to modify. Hold here. Find your weight, distribute it evenly on your hands and your feet, and then engage your core and lift your right leg up high behind you. Nice. Step that foot up towards the hands. Drop your back heel and reach up. Warrior 1. On your very next exhale, come right back down. Step to high plank, lower halfway, hold, taking that on your knees if your shoulders hurt. Up dog. Broadening the collarbones, maybe gazing up and down dog. This time lift your left leg into the sky. Step it up towards your hands using the core. Get your knee closer to your chin. Drop your back heel and reach up. Good, warming up the legs. Exhale, back down. Step to high plank, lower halfway hold. Inhale, up dog. Untuck the toes, lift the thighs off for more of a stretch. And exhale, down dog. Hold for 1. Breathe deep, slow your heart rate down. 2. Good, and 3, look at the thumbs, step or hop back up to the hands, forward fold. Sit down into chair pose, reach up. Using your back muscles here, arch back up towards the ceiling. And exhale, release, hands at heart center. Good, so now we're gonna do that one more time with the breath. Sit down, reach up, inhale. Fold, look at the belly, exhale. Inhale, look out to the horizon. Step or jump back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. As soon as you hit down dog, lift your right leg up. And maybe use the momentum. Hug the knee into your chest. Step it up to the hands. Drop your back heel. Rise up. And as soon as you exhale, hands back down. Move through that vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg high. Stick with your breath. We're almost through with these vinyasas. Step your left foot up. Drop your right heel. Reach up. Lunge deeper if your legs are feeling good. Hands right back down. Move through your push-up. Inhale through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Here's where you catch your breath. Stamp your hands and your feet into the mat. Your feet want to be about hip distance apart. And your wrists under your shoulders. One more deep breath. That looks good. Bend the knees. Step or jump back up to the hands. Forward fold, tuck the chin. Sink the hips down, bend the knees, lift the arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. And this time, exhale, hands right down by your side. Nice work. So that was the warm-up part of the warm-up. We're gonna move into some standing poses. So you're gonna slide your left leg to the back of your mat. Deep lunge into your right knee. Reach back up, warrior 1. Nice. So now in warrior 1, you want both shoulders facing the front of the room, both hips facing the front of the room. Nice and even pressure in both feet. Breathe calmly. Relax the shoulders. And then gently press it out into warrior 2. Opening your hands like you're pressing through peanut butter. Bringing your feet into perpendicular and bending that right knee maybe just a little more. Gaze over your right fingertips. Continue with the focus of the breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. On your next inhale, reach up and back. Trying to get your right hand closer to the ceiling. Good, and then on your exhale, we're going to try our first challenge. You're going to come forward, placing your right hand on the mat in front of your right foot, and try to lift your back leg off the mat. You can keep the knee bent, or you can extend straight legs, straight arms, and breathe. Nice. Noticing where in the core you need to build balance to hold this pose, to challenge yourself. Try looking up. Nice. They say if you fall out of a yoga pose, you're human, and if you get back in, you're a yogi. Go ahead and bend your right knee, put that foot all the way back down. This time as you rise up, clasp your hands behind your back. If that's not available to you, clasp your elbows instead, or even just your wrists. So if you have your fingertips at the webbing, pull your wrists away from your hips, lift your chin. And same thing here. If you need to modify, you can unbend that front knee a little. And if you're feeling really warm, bend that knee for a little bit more work. Good. Inhale, lift the chest one more time. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Keep a hold of your hands. Fold inside the leg. Yeah, and maybe your hands even drop overhead. So this is great for balance and strength of the legs and opening up the shoulders. Gaze towards your back foot. Take one more deep breath. And rise back up. Nice work. Release your hands, plant them on the mat, and we'll move to the other side through one of those vinyasas. Step your right foot back, lower down halfway. Press the arms towards straight up dog. Lift the hips up and back down dog. And then step your left foot up to the hands. Drop your back heel, rise up, warrior one on this side. If your shoulders are starting to get more flexible and open here, you can press the palms together and cross the thumbs. Pull your fingertips up towards the ceiling, maybe even gaze towards your hands. And breathe. Good, then on your inhale, reach up. And on your exhale, press open, warrior two. Nice, shoulder blades pull slightly together here and fingertips pull apart. Reach up and back on your inhale. And then on your exhale, try and half moon pose. So you can use momentum and sort of fly into this balance now that you know what we're doing on the side. Take where you want to look. Try lifting your right heel up so it's in alignment with your right hip. Good, use the breath to quiet your mind and balance. And then gently bend the left knee, put that foot all the way back. Reach around to clasp your fingers, wrists, or elbows. Lift the chin, lean back, and fold forward and down, surfer. And you don't have to go deep into any of these poses to feel it. As soon as you feel it, you're getting the benefit. So breathe, stabilize, and hold still. And then rise back up, nice job. We're gonna open our arms to a T and pivot to face the side of your mat if you're on a yoga mat, or just come into parallel with your feet. Pulling your arms apart, your shoulder blades together, we're gonna fold forward and down. Lengthen the spine and keep the weight in the balls of your feet on the way down. When you get there, place your hands underneath your face. Good, inhale, look to the horizon. And exhale, fold as deep as you can. Lift the belly in every forward fold. You want to be nice and supported. And maybe even turn the heels up a tiny bit pigeon-toed if you have pain in the low back. If you start getting more flexible here, you can keep walking the hands back till they're in alignment with the toes. And then bend the elbows backwards, moving the crown of your forehead to the mat. One more breath. Lift the shoulders away from the ears. And then release. Walk the hands out in front of you. Keep your right hand down. Lift your left arm up. Gaze up. Inhale. And then drop your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Gaze up. Inhale. And then go ahead and drop the right hand down. Walk over to your left foot. Take one of those vinyasas. Continue warming up the body. Exhale. Move with your breath. Inhale. Open the chest. Lift the chin. Exhale. Down dog. This time you might notice your heels are getting a little bit closer to the mat. So if you want to alternate bending the knees and pressing your opposite heel in, try that. Bend your right knee, press your left heel in. Bend your left knee, press your right heel in. Nice. We're going to walk the hands back to the feet now. Go ahead and pick up your big toes with your peace fingers. Bend the knees as much as needed. And we're going to fold in, gazing at the belly, pulling on your toes, and then stamping the feet back into the mat. Use your biceps to get longer in the hamstrings. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Release. Come up halfway. Hold. And then inhale, come up the rest of the way. Nice work. So we're going to move to the seated portion of our warm-up. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat if you're using a yoga mat. If not, go ahead and come all the way down, whatever is comfortable with your knees and your low back. I prefer to just squat down and then shoot your legs straight out in front of you. Reach up and forward. Lengthen the spine, lift the chin just slightly and reach for the feet. If you don't reach the big toes, drop your hands wherever they reach and keep pulling. Keeping the chest forward. And the breath strong. If you reach your feet, grab the big toes and pull like we did in the last pose. And same thing, you don't have to go very far, you just have to breathe where you feel the tightness. And on an inhale, release, hug in your right knee. Go ahead and reach your right arm up, swim it all the way around behind you, support yourself here, and then lift the left arm up, trying to hook the elbow outside your right knee. Chin to your back shoulder. And your right knee fall open, reaching up once again, and fold towards your left leg. Same thing with the hands here. If you can reach your foot with both hands, try reaching all the way around, maybe clasping your fingers. Nice. And then one day pulling your heel off the mat so that left leg's nice and engaged. As you're breathing, lift the belly even higher and maybe bending the elbows. Go ahead and tuck the chin, moving the forehead towards your knee. And release. Come back up the way you went in. Nice job. We're going to switch sides. Right leg straight, left knee bends. Go ahead and place your left hand behind you to support you, and then reach your right arm all the way up for length. Hook it outside the knee and begin to twist. Use your breath. And then release. Untwist your head, your body. Let your knee fall open. Reach up for length and forward and down. Good. You may notice one side is more flexible than the other, and that's normal. Go ahead and bend the elbows, tuck your chin, and maybe press your forehead on your knee. And inhale, release. Come back up. Extend both legs. You're going to roll all the way down to your back here. You're going to bend both knees. Plant your feet hip distance apart, right by your sit bones, and press your palms into the mat. Good. On an inhale, we're going to lift up into modified bridge. So on an inhale, roll the hips up, the knees towards the front of the room, and the chest towards your chin. And you don't have to go very high. Just feel a nice stretch in the front of the body. And then exhale, go ahead and lower back down. So I'm going to show you a few variations on this one. I'm going to have Evan turn to the side. And he's going to do it once again. Go ahead and inhale, lift the hips up. And then rock your left shoulder under and your right shoulder under until you can clasp your hands underneath your back. And then press the pinkies into the mat and put about 80% of the weight or the work in the pose in your legs. So press with the legs like you're trying to straighten the legs. So what will happen here is once you reach your maximum height here with the hips, the chest is going to move towards the chin, opening your thoracic cavity. And that's the flexibility you're really going to want to be able to move your arms around, and will help with shoulder flexibility as well. So one more inhale, and then gently roll all the way back down. Nice work. Now, Evan, have you ever taken full bridge with your hands over your head? Okay, so that's going to be our third time doing the pose. You can pick the first variation, the second variation, or you can try this one with us. Place your hands just above your head. And what you want to notice here is you want to integrate before you lift up to protect the low back. So your elbows will move towards each other, and the head of the humerus is going to slide nicely into that shoulder socket. Yeah. Spread all 10 fingers. Good. Tuck the chin slightly. Roll up from the hips to the chest. Inhale, lift. Good. Come to the crown of your head. A little pressure in the hands. And then on an inhale, press the arms as straight as you can get them. And that might not be very straight, but this looks very good. And what he's going to keep working on is just rolling his shoulders this way, elbows towards each other. Push more with the legs. One more inhale. And then reverse the steps. Look to the ceiling, lower down. Hug both knees into your chest. And go ahead and take a couple rocks back and forth or side to side, whatever feels nice. Good work. We're going to rock and roll ourselves back up to seated. And take a couple breaths. Whether you're about to practice karate or you just practice and you're using this as your cool down, these breath exercises will help you. So we're going to place our hands in Yoga Mudra. First finger touches the thumb. All 3 fingers touch. And then your arms come to straight back of your hands on your knees. Sit nice and tall. Pull the belly button in and upward. Good. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose. Feel free to close your eyes for this part. Try to stay on my count. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, taking in the air slowly, 4, 5, and with control, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take one final breath together, lifting the arms up. Inhale, and then press the palms together, draw them down into the center of your chest. Exhale. Namaste.
Okay, that was awesome. And I just have to say, I mean, I'm not in bad shape. I've been doing karate for over 30 years. And then some yoga and a lot of stretching, but there's definitely stuff to that, like the finesse of it and the breath control, that I think is just awesome. And it challenges me. Go find stuff that challenges you. I mean, if you want to get better at whatever you do, I just think that's great.
Well, thank you for having me. That was really fun to go through. And if there's poses that really helped you or that are helping you excel with your martial arts, I'd love to hear by commenting below. If you need to reach me, there's a link below where you can find me as well. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. So thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel, comment, and then just like Crystal said, if there's stuff you're interested in, ask for it. We'd love to hear so we can work in those directions. Remember to watch the video that explains how to use this whole channel, and go find what it is you want in life. Go get the tools to get it, and I hope you have a great day. So thank you.